Wake up. Wake up. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. We can get so wrapped up in the swirl of busyness, distraction, and noise that we lose ourselves. Get up and give back to yourself. Who were you before you were hurt? What if
you could use pain as a fuel? Imagine if you could use the pain as a passport. Imagine if you could use the pain to push you. What if the pain could make you better? What if the pain could build muscle? What if the pain could cause you to reach higher, to leap farther, to run faster? What if the pain could help you? Because you wouldn't have prayed like you pray had you not been hurt. You wouldn't love like you love had you not been hurt, because you know what it's like to hate somebody.
It doesn't matter who did not accept me, who rejected me, who did not see my value. None of that matters. Yesterday is gone. All you have is the present. Make this your moment to no longer be a prisoner of the past.
I'm just wondering if there's anybody that want to stop complaining about it and is going to use it to your advantage.
The past is not your prison. The past is your platform to build what it is that you were placed in this world to build.
I gotta look myself in the mirror every single day. And I'm either gonna allow the pain to eat me alive, I'm gonna allow the pain to fuel.
Once you get that itch, once you smell that potential, all of a sudden the world opens up to you. This is the moment that you have been waiting for. This is for you. Everything you're about to do is for you. So make that decision that there's no turning back. How bad do you want your future? Many of you desire, long for a new beginning. The truth is, some of us prefer familiar sufferings because we are afraid of the unknown. Sometimes the hardest part is the fact that we don't know how to begin again. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. There are far, far better things ahead than anything we have left behind. Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward. The question is, will you let go of your past? If you're listening to me and you're tired of living and you're ready to pull the trigger, I just need you to know that hopelessness and depression is not stronger than the possibility of beginning again. The sufferings from your past and even the present moment is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in all of us. For the sake of your future, your greatest move is to let it go. Set your ego and your pride aside. You gotta forgive this person, because going away and changing your zip code and changing your area code and trying to get a new career and marrying somebody else is not going to take the pain away, because you are running from you. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I made. I forgive the people for what they did. This is the day that you pray for your haters, that you forgive those who have wronged you. This is the day that you smile more. This is the day that you believe. This is the day that you see the future. This is the day that you step into hope, that you step into joy. This is the day that you repay people's rudeness with kindness. This is the day that everything is going to change, because I'm going to change today.
I'm able to move and navigate and breathe different and talk different and walk different and build differently. I'm not building out of anger and revenge. I'm building from a place of abundance.
You want it? Write it down. You see it in your future? Write it down. You want to make that move? Write it down. Before you say something, write it down. I can build again. I can create again. I can believe again. I can forgive one more time. I can press for it. I can fight for it. I can evolve. I can grow. There are habits that you've held on to that are keeping you locked in this place, and you're begging to leave, but you haven't been disciplined enough and hungry enough to change. Discipline Discipline is not about what I feel like doing. Discipline is a duty. Discipline is what I've been called to do. Discipline is what I was born to do. Discipline is what is required. If you want the future, then you've got to plan it. You need schedules and parameters and frameworks and protocols. You've got to get your stuff in order. Get your house in order. Type in the comments, get your house in order. Get your head in order. Come on, watch your mindset, watch your mouth, watch your money, watch your relationships. You want your future? You need to get organized. You don't just get where you want to go because you want to go there. You have to do something. You have to become someone. And so you need to be the person that does it, even if they don't feel it, but they do it because they're called to. Get up and get dialed in. You're going to have to set an alarm and wake up at times you don't feel like getting up. If you're going to do something in your bloodline, if you're going to pass something down generationally, if you're going to be a light, if we're going to unleash this untapped potential, then I have to do something that's going to break the current paradigms that I've been living under. And so you've got to do what's impossible for most people in order to be that unstoppable force of nature. There's too many of you that are so wrapped up in agreement with people that are not serving your vision. You're checked out. You're about to burn out and tap out and drop out. People can tell when you're not called to do something, when you're just doing it. People can tell. They can read right through it. They can see right through you. When it's plastic, when it's fake, when it's phony, when it's unauthentic. Many of you listening to me are suffering from anxiety and stress and overwhelm. If you don't love you first and appreciate you first and honor the work first and believe first, nobody else is going to believe. But you've got to get so in love with what you've been called to do, your design, your distinctives, what sets you apart, that you'll do this thing, even if nobody celebrates you, if nobody understands it, if nobody sees it. Will you keep going? If it's just you, will you keep working? And this is all I want to ask you today. Will you keep working? Will you work harder? What it is that you've been called to release or writing or building or creating, here's my truth. You can listen to me or not listen to me. I'm going to release what's inside of me. I'm going to release my brilliance. I'm going to build it. I'm going to create it. Even if nobody understands it, sees it, celebrates it, likes it, shares it, I'm going to release it. I'm going to give it to the world. I don't need to impress you. Are we understanding this? It's a very dangerous thing to be in a place where you are growing, but your life is not.
Before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the rising of the sun, there is a night season. And many don't understand that there was a process, there was a pathway, there was a corridor to being chosen. There's a price you have to pay to being crowned. Everybody wants to win. And everybody wants to be applauded and celebrated and honored and crowned. But before you can be crowned, you are going to have to deal with the inevitable. You must be chosen.
We love the idea of being chosen because it feeds our ego, the recognition, the spotlight, the applause. It is sweet, but there is a truth you cannot escape. When you are chosen, you're handpicked by God to be separated from the crowd. You will become misunderstood. Being chosen is not always celebration. It is assignment. And when you are assigned, you are anointed to face trial, tribulation, to face fire. Pressure is the love language of destiny. You are chosen to be tested. You are chosen to be betrayed. You are chosen to suffer loss. You are chosen to share a message of hope and transformation. That if God can take you from nothing to something, then he can do anything for anybody. That nothing is impossible. That your mess will become your message. Every man or woman who is crowned is chosen, and they were born for the time they were needed most. Because before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the sun rises, there is a season of night. There will be times where people don't understand me, and it feels like my life is falling apart. But I'm not falling apart. I am being rebuilt. God, I may be in the middle of suffering, but I believe God chose me. I got bills, but God chose me. I got people walking out of my life. It seems like the lights are going out, but God chose me. If you are chosen, and I believe you are, and if you believe you've been destined to be crowned, and I believe your destiny is to be crowned, then I just need you to navigate this crushing with all the faith that you can muster. Being chosen will demand that you step out of comfort and into a deep conviction. It's time to get serious about the calling on your life. There are moments in life that are going to absolutely crush you. And you're going to feel broken under the weight of disappointment, rejection, and failure. And you will ask, why me? Why now? And it will be easy for you to believe that you're being punished. But I want to tell you, it's not punishment, it's process. We all know this, but let me tell you again, in case you forgot, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined by fire. Purpose is revealed in seasons of crushing. Only the tree with fruit is shaken. If life is pressing you, if pain is stalking you, if betrayal and loss and famine have visited your door, it means that there is something inside of you the world is trying to extract, that there's a message on your mess. This is not the end of your story. It is the making of your legacy. This is not the end of my story. It was Moses that met God alone on the mountain. It was Jacob that wrestled with destiny alone in the wilderness. It was the Lord Jesus Christ himself that prayed in agony in Gethsemane while his disciples were sleeping. And I know what it feels like for people to sleep on you, for people not to believe in you. And every time a man or woman walks out of your life, God gets closer. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt. You may be asking the question, why me, God? Why not you? This is a cocoon before the flight. This is your fire before the gold. This is your cross before the crown. I'm talking to the people that are in the middle of darkness and isolation and uncertainty and doubt, and you are battling fear. And it's as if suddenly people don't understand you. Friends are walking away. Doors are shutting. You look around and it feels like you are alone, but I'm telling you, you are not alone.
If you're listening to me and you're going through any type of hardship and you're navigating it and you have not thrown in the towel, and it seems as though God's gone silent in your life, and it seems as though everything is being stripped from you, and you're walking through this, what I like to call divine isolation, you're on the right path. Before destiny manifests, isolation is inevitable.
The crushing is the interview room before you walk into greatness. Will you stay when no one is clapping for you? Will you keep going when it seems as though your dreams are running from you? Most will quit. The ones who are crowned are simply the ones who did not quit. It is not punishment, it is the proving ground. Pressure is the love language of destiny. Destiny is heavy, and it will bend your spine if you try to carry it casually. There's a part of you that must die in order to manifest the version of yourself that life and God is demanding. What you see as a setback is a setup for strength, growth, and transformation. Shift your perspective. Stop seeing this as suffering without purpose, but see it as a divine strategy for proving
that the hand of God is on your life. And silence is not absence. Silence is a strategy. The teacher is always silent during the test. And right now, you are being tested. God is trying to get your attention. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to endure. Endure! Will you stay when no one is clapping for you? Will you keep going when it seems as though your dreams are running from you? It feels as though your back is up against the wall. You don't know to go left or right. You've lost your job. Maybe you've lost some people. You've lost a mother. You've lost a father, a loved one, the person you thought you would spend the rest of your life with. The crushing is the interview room before you walk into greatness. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but he that endureth to the end. And if you survive the crushing long enough, the next phase is the crowning. This is not the end of my story. The crushing is temporary, but the rewards will be eternal. There's a price you have to pay to being chosen. How is it that we unlock our futures and let go of the trauma and let go of the heartache and the challenges and the mountains and the giants and every disappointment and every failure? How is it that we are able to walk away from the past? Number one, I'm acknowledging that I've got some challenges in my present and they derive from my past. I'm understanding the trauma effects on my brain and how it changed my behavior. It changed my perspective. I am aware that I am downtrodden and I am battered and broken and weary and tired, and I'm stuck in a place of autopilot where I don't even know what tomorrow looks like. I'm not even free enough to dream about the future because I am so broken from my past. I understand what happened to me, and I cannot change it, but I can change how I feel about it. I can choose to forgive. I can choose to let go. I can choose to believe. I can choose to dream. This is a charge to you in this moment to let it go. You gotta let it go. This is more than an invitation to the future. This is a command to leave your past behind. Come on, this is your time to release. This is your time to release, to let it go. And the only way you're going to release is if you forgive them for the things that were done to you. The people who were present for a moment but then left you for dead. The people who bullied you, who hurt you, who caused you to go into a state of depression and anxiety and defeat, who opened up doors to insecurity. I need to acknowledge what happened to me. I need to acknowledge what they did, how they stepped and stomped on the hope that was in me, how they lied, how they let me down, how now I've got diminished expectations, but now I'm gonna release it. If I want to be free in my present and in my future, I gotta let it go. I want this thing off my back and out of my system, purged from my heart. I don't want to think about it anymore. I want the light and the brilliance and the fire of my future. I want the hope of a new beginning. I'm letting this thing go. If you want to be released, then release it now. The present is a gift, and the future is waiting. The question is, will you let go of your past? Stop wasting your precious present moments. When we meditate on the past, when we meditate on what is behind us, it takes up real estate in our present. And if we remain off kilter and fractured and beaten and broken in the present, then we have no future. You're gonna have to normalize not holding a grudge. You're gonna have to normalize not hating people that hurt you. You're going to have to normalize forgiveness.
For many of you listening to me, joy and peace and abundance and the fullness of life is so unknown. It is so uncharted that you are afraid to release. You are afraid to let go. Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward. But today is the day you decide. Today I let the past go. Today I'm moving on. If you want breakthrough, then this must be your moment of release. I need you to concentrate your mind on the power of the present and the brilliance of the future. There are far, far better things ahead than anything we have left behind. Everybody wants new, but don't want to become new. It's time to become new. It's your time. It's your turn to live a life of abundance in the fullness of joy and peace and fire and passion and resilience. This is your time to begin again. I choose to be free. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. And we've got to be okay with entrances and exits. Many of you desire, long for a new beginning, to feel again, to cry tears of joy. The you before you were hurt, the you before you had to grow up too soon, the you before the loss, the you before they left you, the you before they abandoned you. Who were you before you were hurt? What if you could go back to the very moment you were hurt, you were let down, and you can be that person again, and you can grow from that place? If you're listening to me and you're tired of living and you're ready to pull the trigger, I just need you to know that hopelessness and depression is not stronger than the possibility of beginning again. The sufferings from your past and even the present moment is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in all of us. That revelation is my anchor to the ground. For the sake of your future, your greatest move is to let it go. It is to set your ego and your pride aside. You gotta forgive this person. Because going away and changing your zip code and changing your area code and trying to get a new career and marrying somebody else is not going to take the pain away. Because you are running from you. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. I forgive the people for what they did. This is about dealing with me first and the dream that God has given me and the purpose. When I understand who I am and where I am, I position myself for attraction. This is my opportunity for growth, for expansion. The more I release, the more I can become. And the more I become, the more I can attract. And so this is why I can press toward the mark. I can press toward the future. I can press for it. I can fight for it. I can build again. I can create again. I can believe again. I can forgive one more time. I can let it go. I can evolve. I can grow. Be not overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good.
This is your time. Make this your moment to no longer be a prisoner of the past. The past is not your prison. The past is your platform to build what it is that you were placed in this world to build. Step out, launch it, build it, create it, release the idea, release your brilliance.
Whatever you can't let go of, whatever you can't get over, you have made it an idol. And it simply means that you love it or them more than you love yourself.
Let it go. Release from your spirit. It's time to let it go and move on.
Be grateful for the people you have now. Be grateful for the clothes on your back and the roof on your head. Be grateful. Be grateful that you are living. Be grateful that you are breathing. You are alive for a reason. Seize the opportunity. The time is now. Today, I let the past go.
but today I'm moving on.
Endurance is not always loud and courageous. Sometimes endurance is that still, small, divine voice that says in your darkest hour, just take one more step. Just rise one more time. Just push beyond the boundaries. Just believe what is possible. Just because you experienced a defeat does not mean you are defeated. Deep down inside of you, there's an unyielding commitment to persevere. There's a resolve to keep going. Because you've seen enough people in your lifetime fall off, fall back, give up, drop out, let go, and not let God. And it may rain, and the wind may blow, and people may try to abuse me and use me. And it may take some time for me to see everything that God put in me, but something is emerging out of what seems to be wreckage. You don't need to hear another lion or dog mentality. There is something about the human spirit that is like nothing else in the earth. Old folks used to tell me, trouble don't last always. Here's what I need you to do. Every thought of suicide, every thought of quitting, every thought of throwing in the towel and aborting your mission, cast it down. Drop it in the comments, cast it down. I will not stop. I will not quit. When you learn to endure, you outlast valley. You outlast trial. You outlast the disrespect. You outlast the drama on your job, in your family, the negativity, the division, everything that is venomous and poisonous, all of the vicissitudes that come with life. I will outlast you. Somebody that endures understands the inevitability of a flood, that there will be seasons of famine, loss, lack, affliction, and I am not only acquainted with it, but I am prepared. It's the people that are blindsided. It's the people that live in denial. It's the people that did not prepare for winter. And the people that were not anchored when the snow hits and the storm comes. Those are the people that sink. I refuse to believe that I've been buried alive. I don't care how many bills I have. I don't care of the obligations, the circumstances, who's with me, who's for me, who's against me, who's lying on me. I just refuse to quit because I'm not buried, I'm planted. I need you to keep going. I need you to keep believing. I need you to stop living vicariously through everybody else's social media account and focus on you. The only competition you have is your lesser self. It's who you were yesterday.
What if I told you that everything that you have been through was for this hour?
That spirit of depression and heaviness and discouragement, all of a sudden, when it runs into you, it runs into a believer. It ran into somebody that may have gone through defeat, but they are not defeated. You are acquainted with insurmountable feats, yet you have learned the lesson of endurance. There is a fire in you, and it burns from within. It is unquenchable. It thirsts to overcome, to conquer, to emerge victorious from wreckage. Endurance is not just about persistence and resilience and grit. I need some wisdom. I need to learn how to be more pragmatic and implement and execute, regardless of the circumstances. In spite of it all, I refuse to stop here.
I refuse not to get better for tomorrow. It is in these moments where life takes a blow at our soul. It is in the face of every challenge, in the face of every setback, in every moment of doubt, that we resolve to make endurance our battle cry. I've got an unbreakable spirit that is able to carry on through valleys, through despair, through darkness. It does not matter. You know, like nobody else on earth, your advantages, your disadvantages, your weaknesses, your vulnerabilities, your traumas, the triggers that all need to be canceled, the experiences that you've had, all of the letdowns, all of the losses, all of the learning experiences. Let's deal with the competition. Why are you comparing yourself to anybody? No other human being on earth knows you like you know you. So there is no need for comparison. There is no need for complaint. And there is no need for criticism. And so I don't care what they are saying about you, as long as what you are saying about you is lining up with what God says about you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, regardless of the circumstances. I need you to keep going. Whether you have money or not, whether you have food or not, whether you are high or low, mountains or valleys, pits or palaces, prisons or private jets, suffering is inevitable. I know it, I get it. The bills, the obligations, the mandates, the responsibilities. It seems as though the weight of the world is on your shoulders, that you are acquainted with trial and tribulation and battle and valley and darkness and weariness and emptiness. Yet you keep going. You can plant an acorn seed in the ground, and that oak tree will not come to full maturity for about 30 to 50 years. Somebody listening to me is tired, weary, distracted, triggered, back up against the wall, when it feels as though you've been buried underneath all of the pain. Somebody put it in the comments. I'm not buried, I'm planted. When you learn to endure, it is the key that unlocks the door to dreams, the catalyst that propels us towards the life that we envision. It is in the face of every challenge, in the face of every setback, that we resolve to keep living, to keep stepping, to keep walking, to keep crawling, to keep running towards this purpose that God has given us, that there's still life left in me, that I'm not ready to go. I've got an unbreakable spirit that is able to carry on through valleys, through despair, through darkness. It does not matter.
I will endure.
Solitude is a superpower. Embrace it. Step into it. Find yourself and become unstoppable. There are seasons in our lives that summon us to go deeper. It is possible to do this when the chapter of being alone is no longer seen as lonely, but we see it as beauty, brilliance, wisdom. I've got to find what I've been called to do. I've got to discover my purpose, make that difference, make the connections. The lonely chapter can be defined oftentimes as a season where you go to war with yourself and you tell no one about it until you have won. When was the last time you sat alone with your thoughts? In order to get through the lonely chapter, you must embrace the lonely chapter. There will be seasons where you will be isolated, where you will need to walk alone. Until my team shows up, I will be undefeated. I will be unstoppable. I will be a force to be reckoned with. I am destined, I am determined, I am devoted, and I will fulfill my destiny. And sometimes you will grow weary, and there will be days when you don't want to get out of bed, and nobody you, and nobody texts you, and nobody checks on you, and very few believe that you will ever come out of this darkness. You will ever come out of this hole. But you have to believe. I gotta wipe the blood out of my eyes and start to see that it's possible that I can come out of this place of misery. I can come out of this place of self-doubt and self-sabotage and fear and anxiety and this idea that my industry is saturated, that there's enough people. Let me make this very clear. There is only one you. Sometimes it's just you and God.